Hey everybody, here's a little review on a couple of scopes I have. They're just light powered scopes that a lot of people put on air guns and a lot of people put on 22s. The great thing about these little scopes is they're cheap. In some cases they come with your air gun or your 22 for free, which I'm going to get into that a little bit later. But in addition to being cheap, they're extremely lightweight. They don't weigh more than a few ounces, and that's probably the only one of the few advantages they have over your typical 3x9s that a lot of people are using for their 22s nowadays. They're a 3x9 scope with 1 inch tube diameter is now the standard, but for a long time they had these scopes. These are 3/4 inch tubes, and this is a variable power 3 to 7. You could see I have got a couple of them on hand. That's the exact same as this one. These particular ones are Tasco because that's what they have at the Walmart I live by. I think BSA and Barkska also make a very comparable scope to this, but this is what I have and this is what I'm going to review. Now I'm going to talk about the advantages over a variable power scope like this Tasco over this 4-power scope that came with my air gun that I have. This is a 4-power scope. It's an okay scope, but as I've used it, it kind of has like a gray film over the scope picture, which is annoying, but it's really not a huge issue. The reason I'm replacing my scope on my air gun is because I twisted off the knob on this. Let me get this off for you so you can see what the adjuster looks like. These are coin slot or a flathead screw adjustable, which is kind of a downer for me, but it's I guess you kind of just have to deal with it. You're not going to find knob scopes for this. Well, when I say knob, there's a little knob that you can twist to adjust it instead of having to use a screwdriver. But the advantage that the Tasco scope has is that the key slot or the flathead slot is raised above the little area right there, so you can it's easier to access. See how it's raised when this one's indented. And I actually broke this one, so hence me having to replace it with the scope with the Tasco on the air rifle that I use. It is a pneumatic air rifle. The scope that's on that is set up for a Sheridan configuration, which a lot of you who know air guns will know what a Sheridan rifle is, and how it really wasn't designed to have a scope put on it, but the person I got the scope from had tried to put it on a Sheridan rifle, and it ended up giving the scope to me when that didn't work out. Like I said, this is a 3 to 7 power, and you adjust that by turning this. You can turn it all the way to 3. And I do have a couple of shots of me looking down the scope through at a fish tank, and hopefully I'll attach those to the end of this video. If not, I might do a second video showing that. Anything that I forgot to talk about? I think that's pretty much it. This scope, like I said, was free, and if you are looking for a scope like this, it's only $16 as of today at Walmart, $16 or $17, and really affordable. Another big issue that everyone who buys these scopes should be aware of is that these scope rings come with the scope. That's good because you can buy the scope with those rings already attached, but it's bad because these are the only rings that'll fit these style scopes, are the rings that come on these that come on them. So you can't put these on a Weaver or Picatinny quick attach mounts. I don't think you can. I don't have any of those on hand, but if you are getting one of these, it's very important that your 22 or your air gun has a rail that that'll fit this has grooves cut into it that'll fit this size of scope mounts. And I think that's it. Questions are always welcome. You know, these are probably the best scopes you can get for under 20 bucks. Thanks for watching. Here we go. This is what the scopes look like through the scope reticle, the scope picture, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. This is the 4-power scope, and it's a scope with the orange piece of tape on it, the broken one, in case that's not clear. I'm looking at a fish tank that's about 10 feet away for all of these scopes. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I really should have mounted them onto a rifle. As you can see, there was an angelfish right there, and I think I got a couple of silver dollar fish in here in a sec too with the other scopes. Let's see. Oh, I forgot there's a gray film. You can kind of see the water in the aquarium is not cloudy. That is just how the gray film that I mentioned earlier in the video, what it looks like on this end. Any second now, the video clip should be going to the other one. The voiceover thing was the best thing I could do right now. Okay, here it goes. This is the 3-power version of the Tasco scope. If you notice, it's kind of an oval shaped sight picture. It's their 30-30 reticle, I think, and it's an okay reticle. It really doesn't help your view any better, but notice how clear the picture is. This is a brand new scope, and it's the exact same fish tank, the exact like 10 minutes later. It took me a few tries. There's a silver dollar. Again, that's a 3-power setting. And here's the 7-power setting. Now, if you notice, this setting's a little bit fuzzier. If I can, there we go. We're getting it straightened out. It's fuzzier, but everything's bigger, and the water's still clear. Again, showing what was wrong with the other scope. Almost done. Man, it's really not. Okay, there's the same silver dollar for the 7-power magnification. As you can see, he takes up the whole field of view right there. But anyway, this wraps it up. Thanks for watching, guys. It's you know, maybe I'll do a little bit more on some more scopes if this video turns out to be kind of popular. Let me know what you think, and yeah, enough said. I'll let the clock run out.